Hello, dividend executives. Welcome back. The stock market is open, so you already know we are buying stocks and we are adding assets to the portfolio. Well, we have made it to the end of the first month of 2025, and we kind of have a picture of how we're going to end up at the end of the month. Did we hit our goal? Are we on progress to hit our goals by the end of 2025? Can we strive towards that $25,000 worth of dividend income? I think it's possible. Is it going to be a stretch? Of course, but if we aren't shooting for the moon, what are we going for? So right now the account's at $36,761. The market has sold off a lot. Of course, you guys know because of the DeepSeek, it absolutely tanked some of our favorite stocks like NVIDIA. It tanked a lot of the indexes. It tanked some of our favorite ETFs that we have covered call ETFs on, like QQQ, IWM, and SPY. So let's take a look at it. Down for the last week. For the month, up still 586. 3 months, up 10%. 1 year, up 41% or 10,777. And then all time since we started this account in February of 2023, we are up 42% or $10,916. So we have buying power available. We have some puts on the table as of right now. We received a bunch of nice dividends last Friday that were reinvested on Monday. And we have a bunch of dividends coming in here at the end of the month, right? So today, when I'm recording the video, is Wednesday the 29th. We are going to be getting the extra dividends on the 31st, which is on Friday. And then those will obviously reinvest, as always, if you're using Robinhood. They will reinvest on Monday. So let's take a look at the dividends that came in as of late. These are the ones that came in this week. We had TSLY come in for $71.70. Of course, we have the 100 shares there. Ymax come in at $59.87, XDTE $38.30, and QDTE $49.21, $34.68 for RDT. So not too bad for some passive income. We'd love to see those continue to roll in. Of course, you can see those top four were reinvested, and I don't reinvest my TSLY, my NVDY, my CONY. I just don't reinvest those ones because I like to take those funds and I like to reinvest them where I see other opportunities. So speaking of opportunities, I want to do some buying today. The market has been down, and anytime I'm below my cost basis, especially on these, the ones that I'm stacking up big time, I want to just keep buying. We have a bunch of goals for this year and in terms of share count and where we want to stack to. So I want to go over that, and I want to buy some stocks. I'm planning about buying $450 worth of stocks today. So we are loading up a little bit. And these are the puts we have on the table. This morning I went out and I sold this Connell 26 put. We got paid $55 for that, Delta 0.06. Stock has to fall like 30 to 40% in order to get there. CONL, which is a 2x leverage on Coinbase, is currently trading at $43.60. So this thing has to absolutely tank. We have the Connell 21 puts up 110 on those, and the Clean Spark $9 puts up $99 on those as well. So all those are looking good as of right now. We just like to, last year we averaged it over $200 a month in options income, just selling cash clear puts and a couple of cover calls. So the goal is just to keep the money rolling in, invest it into the dividend stocks, and increase our passive income. Another thing on the docket we have coming up here, probably during this video, is Fed Powell is going to be speaking. They're either going to leave rates the same or they're going to lower them. I think they're going to leave them the same, but we will find out. So that could shift the market. And then we have a bunch of Mag 7 stocks releasing earnings this week and next week, and that'll move the market as well. So a couple things with the market there. Bitcoin trading at 102,955, up for the day, actually a nice 1.59% as of right now. So good to see that. And then these are the assets we're stacking, right? We have 12 simple assets: SHD, VTI, all the DTs, Ymax, NVDY, CONY, MSTY, TSLY, of course, all those at 100. BITO, only 433. We got a bunch of shares called away there. And then we have JEPQ. So first things first, we are stacking assets in JEPQ. We've been buying this one. We're going to continue to buy this. We are up 20%, so we're averaging up on the position. But the ex-dividend date should be coming here at the end of the month, so I want to stack a little bit more on this one. The projected dividend income in this one would be right around 45 cents. So we want to get it in before then. So we're going to come in here, and we are going to do $100. Whoops, not 100 shares. That's crazy. We'll come in here, and we'll do buy in dollars, 100. And we are now stacking that. So we are stacking $100 worth of JEPQ, 1.74 shares purchased there. It increases our average cost, but we're not too worried about it. I want 50 shares of this by the end of the year. And currently at 32.76. So that's nice to see there. Another one I want to stack. I know gosh, man, this one's hard because I sold so many and my average cost is 1806. But we're going to come in here and we're going to buy some more. 4 shares here. I love the dividend on this one. It's been paying pretty decently. And yeah, I just like to have a little bit more in this one. So our average cost now is going up to $19.36, only 1.12% of the portfolio. But I wanted to get the shares up a little bit on BITO. Only $533 allocated to this one right now. It used to be one of our largest positions. So still up 30% on this. But yeah, we're increasing a little bit of the position there. Another one of my favorite heavy hitters, of course, Ymax. We only have $5,800 in Ymax as of right now. So we're going to be buying some more of this one. It does pay us a nice weekly dividend, and we're up total return. But I can't help myself. What is our average cost? Average cost is $17.46, and it's 12.25% of the portfolio. So we're going to be coming here, and we're going to be doing $100 of this as well. So there's $300 right there. This is going to buy us 6 shares. I'm trying to get to 500 on Ymax. So this will slowly but surely get us closer to that goal. And they're just like that, 357. So there's $300 spent across some of my favorite assets. And of course, I have a little bit more because we are in a dip right now. Everything's dipping. Could the market rebound? Yes. Could the market keep falling? Yes. But I don't care. I'm just going to keep adding money every single week. I'm going to keep reinvesting. And I am pushing this account towards $25,000 of passive dividend income, no matter what it takes. So XDTE, we're coming in here and we are buying. We're only going to do $50. So we're going to do $50 of all of them. This is going to buy us basically a share here on XDTE. So we up that. QDTE, we're doing the same thing. We're coming in here and we're buying $50, 1.26 shares there. And then RDT as well. We are $42 on the cost basis here, 174 shares, and we are coming in and we are buying 50. That's 1.2 shares there. And just like that, bada bing, $450 worth of purchases today. We increase our assets. And then, of course, as you guys know, the reoccurring purchases every day, $5 of SHD, $5 of VTI, each and every single day. We stack those bricks. Those are the backbone of the account. Now, we have a lot of updates, and I want to talk about those. We'll jump into the spreadsheet, of course. But if you're already here, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. If you're, make sure you hit the like button. Let's get this sucker going because we are building assets. I want to jump into the X and I want to take a look at some things. I posted last night how we were looking for QDTE, right? So X dividend date of 1:30. If you're watching this on drop day, that is tomorrow. QDTE is down this week. 18.8 cents from the 24 last week. XDTE is up to 25.4 cents. That's up from the 21 last week. So that's right around that 4-week average. So we'd love to see that on XDTE. RDT, 21.5 cents a share. And that is down. That is up from the 20 cents last week, but it is still under our 4-week average. Of course, we had some massive payouts in December. So the 4-week average is still a little bit off, but it's good to see. So those are those. Wanted to show you those. Yield Max, let's get into that. These are coming this week as well. PLTY coming in at $2.98. MARO, $2.10. MVDY, this is a heavy hitter for me, 82 cents. So that's okay. It's not fantastic, but honestly, I mean, I'm going to take it. For the most part, like it's just going to continue to bring in that money. MVDY's average is $1.27, so we've fallen way below the average, but still it's coming in. And then you guys can see the rest here. Another one to highlight, YMAG at 18.98 cents, and then YMAX at 14.69. So really not too bad when it comes to YMAX. I'll take that all day long. Of course, we just increased our shares. So that is what we are seeing for that. Now, I want to jump into the spreadsheet because this shares the real picture of where we're at, right? So you guys know in 2025, I set some lofty share goals, and it's going to take a ton of capital to get there. Right up, first and foremost, we finished off the TSLY. We bought the 100 shares, and we have no more to go there. We hit that goal. Now, with SHD and VTI, $5 a day, those ones are slowly going to get there. But the ones I'm really focusing on here, let me see if I can scroll up a little bit here. Obviously, I need the XDTs, or all the DTs increase. I need YMAX increase, but JEPQ is one I've been really working on. We started this. Let's see if it shows. Yeah, we started JEPQ at 30.5. We at the start of this video, we were at 31, and then you guys just saw me made a purchase there. So you can see the difference here. We have been increasing, almost 4 shares of SCHD, 8 shares of XDTE. 13 shares of QDTE, another almost 10 shares of RDTE. And yeah, the story continues. We just keep stacking, and we're getting closer. So Right now, my average drip on XDT is just over 1 share a week. QDTE just at 0.73, RDTE 0.85, Ymax at 1.74. And if we just stopped completely, we stopped investing and we just let drip do its thing, you can see it's going to take, between 65 and 89 weeks in order to hit the goals that I have set of the 250 and the 500 for this week. So that's obviously not acceptable. That's not going to work for me. So I've got to continue to put capital towards them so that we can get the drip to hit by the end of 2025. That way we are hitting all of our goals. So in order to do that, like today, we bought 50, 50, 50. We increased those a little bit, and we bought $100 worth of Ymax, and we're slowly getting closer to those goals. So let's talk about what we are for this week. Now, I adjusted this a little bit, so things are going to be a little bit changed. But 2025, this is how we're looking so far. We're at $1,300 worth of dividend income. This week we have another roughly $250 coming in, so we'll end about $1,500. Which, if we look at last month, we were at $1,639, but remember, there's year-end stuff there. There's quarterly dividend payers there. There's a lot of stuff that goes into the year-end stuff. So really what we want to compare to is November. Are we up and above November's numbers of $1,376? The answer is yes. So we should be around that $1,500 mark. Depending on BITO, depending on the payments that come in this week, we should be on an upward trajectory as always, and we're going to continue to push towards 2,084, which is our goal to hit the 25,000 for the year. So we're about 5.2% of the way there, and we are about 62% of the way to January's goals. And of course, those will update towards the end of this month. So let's take a look at where we're at for this week, right? Well, we just talked about the numbers that are coming in. QDTE, $37 roughly, XDT 45, RDT 37, Ymax 51, NVDY $82.94. Now these may change a little bit because we just made some purchases, but let's keep in mind we are looking at about $255 worth of income, which all in all is really not too bad. That will give us a nice weekly dividend. So we need about 8.3% a month in order to get to our goal. And we're at 5.2 now, and we'll see where we end up at the end of the month. So that's where we're sitting. Where is the money coming in? Well, it's coming in from Roundhill 283, Yield Max 637, and then we have other as well that are bringing in some other payments. So, and that's of course like VTI, SCHD, BITO, JEPQ, etc. Right? So that's where those are coming in, and let's take a look at the options income. Options income, we are sitting at 200. Wow, that is just, it's crazy how much different it looks on an iPad versus the computer. There we go. Wow. All right, so we have $215 worth of income in options income for this month. Hopefully we can keep that up. You can see last year our average was 280. So we'll keep selling cash secure puts at low deltas, collecting more income and reinvesting those. And that's the update there. As far as the weeklies go, this is where we're sitting. If all things stay equal and we stay within this 4-week average, next month we're looking at about $550 worth of monthly income on the shares we have now for XDT, QDT, and RDTE. And then these are our numbers here. QDT, XDT, RDT, we are dripping, continuing to drip. Total return on QDT, 7.62. XDTE, 7.40. RDTE 4.72, Ymax 5.51. Now, if you guys like these spreadsheets, keep in mind, and I've said this a couple of times, any paid member on my YouTube channel, starting in February, I am going to be releasing all of these to you guys. I've built about 4 of them out so far. I'll probably go over it on a video on Monday. But just remember, I think the cheapest membership is like $1.99 or something. Whatever YouTube let me do as a minimum, that's what I did. And what I'm going to do is every 2 weeks or 3 weeks, especially at least every month, I'm going to be releasing all my spreadsheets so that you guys can use them, because tracking everything is the fun stuff. So this is the update on the account. We are building, we are buying, and we are slowly but surely increasing our share count each and every single week as we go towards financial freedom. Thank you, everybody. As always, I appreciate you. Happy investing, and we'll catch you next time.